In the misty land of ancient times, the story of Britain began long before it became the nation we recognize today. The island, known as Britain, was inhabited by various tribes and cultures, each with their own customs and beliefs. Around 800 BC, Celtic tribes began to establish themselves across the land. They spoke a language that would evolve into the languages spoken in Britain today. These early Britons lived in harmony with the natural world, relying on agriculture, hunting, and gathering for their survival. They built hill forts and wooden structures, and their society was rich with oral traditions and art. As centuries passed, the Romans, driven by their desire for expansion, set their sights on Britain. In AD 43, Emperor Claudius launched a conquest, and the Roman legions, led by General Aulus Plautius, landed on the shores of Britain. The Romans brought with them advanced engineering, architecture, and a new way of life. They established the province of Britannia, constructing roads, baths, and cities like Londinium, London, which became a bustling trade center. The Romans ruled for nearly 4 centuries, during which time they influenced the culture and infrastructure of Britain significantly. However, their grip on the island began to weaken, and by the early 5th century, they withdrew their legions to defend their homeland against barbarian invasions. With the Romans gone, Britain faced new challenges. The land was invaded by the Saxons, Angles, and Jutes, tribes from what is now Germany and Denmark. This period saw the emergence of various kingdoms such as Wessex, Mercia, and Northumbria. The culture shifted again with the introduction of new languages, customs, and the spread of Christianity, which began to unify the disparate tribes. As the years went by, Britain continued to evolve. The Viking Age brought Norse invasions in the late 8th century, and the land was marked by battles and conflicts. Yet, it was during these turbulent times that the seeds of a united Britain were sown. Kings like Alfred the Great of Wessex fought fiercely to defend their realms and began to lay the groundwork for a more unified kingdom. In the late 9th and early 10th centuries, the notion of a single kingdom of England began to take shape. The conflict between the Saxons and Vikings forged a sense of identity among the inhabitants. By the time of King Aethelstan in the 10th century, England was recognized as a unified kingdom, marking a significant milestone in the history of Britain. As centuries turned, Britain experienced the Norman conquest in 1066, which would further solidify and transform its identity. William the Conqueror introduced feudalism, reshaping the social and political landscape. The English language and culture blended with Norman influences, creating a rich tapestry that would define Britain's future.
Through the ages, Britain faced trials and triumphs, from the signing of the Magna Carta to the establishment of the Parliament and the Age of Exploration. Each event contributed to the forging of a nation that would grow to influence the world. And so, the story of Britain continues, a tale woven from the threads of many cultures, struggles, and triumphs. It is a land shaped by its past, constantly evolving and forging its identity on the tapestry of history.